What's going on, Risers? Haley McClenny here. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to come get better with us here at Riser. We're so excited that you're a part of the Riser family and the Riser community. I want to get started today with a couple of warm-up drills. We're going to be working on hitting with athleticism today. Hitting is an athletic movement. In fact, it's probably the most difficult of all the athletic movements. I think the most difficult thing in all of sports is hitting a baseball or hitting a softball. So we have to be athletic and free when we do this. So we're going to work on building some of that natural base athleticism today. So why don't you go ahead and get started, get your tee set up. I've got a bucket of baseballs and a bucket of softballs. If you know me already, I like hitting with baseballs, especially at the start, just because it helps me focus a little bit more on my contact point. The baseball is smaller. So like I said, really just like doing this to make sure that my body's in a good place, in a good position. We're going to start off in an A drill. Now, if you don't know, if you haven't taken any of my classes before, I like to think of the hitting swing in three parts. A, freezing at contact, B, freezing at extension, and C, being the full swing follow through. So I always love to start with some A drills. So all we're going to do, get your tee set up, fastball right down the middle. We're going to get into our normal swing, and we're going to go through our A drill, just freezing at contact, both hands. And when we do so, 3 checkpoints: palm up, palm down. I'm here with both of my hands. My barrel, the top of my barrel is behind my hand, so I'm creating bat lag from this position. And then my elbow's bent at roughly 90 degrees. So I'm not making contact out here. I'm not super close to the ball. I'm not lunging at anything. It's just nice and easy, 90 degrees, creating bat lag, staying palm up and palm down. So let's walk through our A drill together. Freeze and check. Kind of rolled over that one. So I'm going to make an adjustment here. Load, freeze. Not trying to kill the ball here, just trying to get my body in a really good position to get warmed up. Not going fast right out of the gate. Just trying to poke little line drives either up the middle or to the opposite field, okay? Less is more here. Good. Stay checking in with your checkpoints. Palm up, palm down, bat lag, elbow at 90. Rolled over that one, got on the top of it. Sometimes when you roll over, that wrist just tends to roll over the top of that ball. That's what I did on that one. So I'm going to do 2 more, making sure that I have that lag. That was good. That was a line drive right through the shortstop. I'll take that all day. Why don't you give me 3 more A drills? 3 more A drills. Just get warmed up here. Good. Remember, the purpose of this is just to warm up, check in where we're at with our swing, with our body, focusing on the hands. Good. All right, now we're going to work into our B drill. So remember, A is contact, B is extension. So we want to get through our extension and freeze at this point. So the top of our bat should be facing the pitcher. That's our B drill. Really important to remember, when you want to hit for power, when you want to be consistent, when you want to have bat control, extension is one of the most important things. And it's one of the things that so often is missed in the swing. So work through your B drill, same thing. Finish palm up, palm down, bat pointed at the pitcher. And I just want you to focus on, as you hold extension, I want you to feel your barrel being free and easy through the zone. So we're really focusing on our elbow to our fingertips, getting through the ball and punching through it. Same tee setup. Fastball right in the middle, and we're just working on getting warm right now. And like I said, I'm using baseballs. Helps me get warmed up, but also just gives me a good indication of where my bat is that day. Because that margin for error is so much smaller, right? So I kind of came around that one, and maybe you're experiencing that too. Maybe you're leaking with your hips and kind of getting around the ball. Remember, stay inside that ball, still bat lag at contact, right? And then we push through extension. In order to get a really good B drill, we got to go through that really good A drill, right? I want you to rep out 3 or 4 more. Oh, 2 for 1 special there. Rep out 3 or 4 more here for me. And again, you'll notice this isn't something crazy. We're not trying to hit the ball as hard as we can. We're really just warming up our hands, warming up our swing. We're not swinging out of our shoes. Kind of got around that one a little bit. I'm going to finish on my best one. Last one, best one, right? Base hit up the middle. Here you go. Do it with me now. Very good. All right. Now that you're nice and warmed up, we've been through our A's, we've been through our B's, so we've checked in to make sure that our hands are in the correct place. Now what I want to do is focus on our lower half. So we've worked on the upper half, getting to a good contact position and staying through the ball. Now we need to sync that with our lower body, with our hips. So when we talk about hitting with athleticism, the hallmark, I think, to athletic hitting is hitting in our sequence. And what starts our sequence is our hips. So for our hips to be able to be in a really good position to get the rest of our body where it needs to go, we need to make sure that our stride is putting us in the most athletic and powerful position. So if you play any other sports, let's say you play basketball and you're going to guard somebody, you're not going to guard them in a stride stance like this, right? This isn't athletic. But so often we see hitters either overstride and get super wide, or we see them understride, get into a position here, and try to rotate and hit from this position. So when we stride, we want to be in a really athletic position. So go ahead and get in this position with me. Get in it for me. So your feet right underneath your hips, knees are pointed slightly out, just like you're about to guard me if you're playing basketball. This is the position that's going to allow you to create as much athleticism in your swing as possible. It's also going to set up your back hip to get everything else into sequence. So a drill that can really help with that, it's called the pause drill. And I can get my softballs into view here. All you're going to do is you're going to get into this athletic position, okay, after your stride. So what you're going to do is you're going to get in your normal stance. You're going to pause at toe touch. So if I'm pausing at toe touch, I want to check in to see, am I in an athletic position? Is this where I feel most comfortable and powerful? You're really discovering your stride step, okay? So I'm in this position. From here, I'm going to pause, 3, 2, 1, and swing, okay? Now, I'm really trying to create as much power as I possibly can in this drill. So experiment with where your athletic position feels best. When you pause, you really have to create power from this hip to get into that good A position and then through that good B position. So walk through this with me. We're just going to work through it together. So I'm going to start my normal stance. I'm going to stride, pause. I'm athletic. I feel good. My heel's still up. And now I'm going to swing from this position. I feel really athletic. I feel really stable. I feel really under control. That's the goal of this drill, is getting you comfortable doing less work, but more powerful work. Stride, pause, 3, 2, 1, I'm good. Swinging. Stride, pause, 3, 2, 1, I feel really good. Back hip goes, hands follow through. Let's rep this out together. 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm just trying to hit line drives up the middle really consistently with this drill. Good. Come get me. You're not going to score on me, right? Beautiful. Three, 2, 1. Good. Feeling good right now. Now, if you notice, Take a longer pause if you feel like you're overstriding, if you feel like you're not as compact or as powerful as you should be. Experiment with where you're pausing. So for some people it may be a little bit wider, for some people it may be a little bit shorter, but just make sure that whenever you pause, whenever you get to that stride position, that's your most athletic and powerful position for you. Everybody's different. We've got to celebrate that, right? No two swings are identical. No two swings are identical. Pause. I'm good. Trying to piece everything together. Give me about 5 more reps with this drill. It's a really good drill for you to just check in, see where you're at. Really good to do before a game, before a BP session, where you're getting front toss or either a full circle. Pause. Go. All right, 2 more reps here. All right, last one, best one, you know the drill. Bases loaded, 3-2. 2 outs, get the RBI. Pause. Good, awesome. How you feeling? You feel good? Should feel good at this point. That's such a good drill for you to do. Like I said, really just to check in with where your stride is at, where you're creating those good athletic positions. Now, we're just adding a whole other layer to athleticism. So we've been kind of static in that athleticism, right? Now we're gonna get a little bit more dynamic with it. So if you've taken some of my classes before, you know that I love doing a hop back drill because it gets us into our back leg, but also creates just a lot more power within our swing. So we're gonna do the pause drill again, but this time with a step back. So what it's gonna look like, same setup on the tee, fastball down the middle. We're gonna hop back, get into our backside, and then we're gonna stride. Pause, same thing like we were just doing. 3, 2, 1, and swing. So hop back, stride, pause, and swing. Still working on the same thing, working on creating athleticism, just in a more dynamic way. Hop back, pause, still in an athletic position, swing, trying to hit a nice line drive, good exit velocity, good launch angle, right up the middle. Boom, athletic, and smooth. So what I'm feeling right now in my swing, especially on this hop back drill, is I'm a little bit more powerful when my stride is a little bit wider. So I'm gonna really focus in on that, and I'm gonna become really aware of that. Pause. See how I'm a little bit wider than I was before? I feel really good in this position. So I'm gonna focus on that so I can maintain that brain and body connection. So I can build off of that in the future. And maybe you feel a little bit more powerful when you're shorter. That's totally fine. But a high amount of reps really gives us the confidence and the awareness of where our best version of our swing is. Hop back, boom, athletic, up the middle. Feeling really good, feeling really athletic. Boom. Good. Really important to remember, another big key to having success with this drill is when you're hopping back and when you're striding out, your hands aren't moving. Your hands are very static. We're keeping rhythm, sure, but our hands aren't leaking forward. We're creating really good separation. Hop back, pause. Feeling good, man. Give me 2 more reps here. We'll be on our way to a really athletic practice, really athletic day. Hop back, pause. Good separation here. All right, you know the drill. Last one, best one, all right? 3-2, full count. Bases loaded, get the RBI for your team. Be big, take your time with this one. Pop back, pause. Really athletic. I'm about to crush this ball. Boom. Best one of the day, by far, for sure. Hey, if you like this class, consider sharing it with friends, sharing it with teammates. Like I said, firmly believe that the best hitters are the most athletic hitters. So if you can create athletic positions, that leads to athletic movements, and athletic movements is going to lead to consistency in your hitting. I'm so excited. Thank you so much again for being a part of the Riser family. Until then, I'll see you next time. Remember, your best is in front of you. Later.